be on a fabulous, warm, sunny afternoon in sort of late March.
Yeah.
And we're designing a garden here for somebody, and Susan's going to tell us now, we're putting in what sort of a plant?
This is a Perovskia atriplicifolia, or common name Russian sage. And I think we've done a clip of this in your garden when in the autumn, when it's got that lovely feathery grey foliage with the soft blue flowers on top.
Oh yes, right.
Yeah. And don't start eating it though. It says Russian sage, but it's not.
It's
culinary.
not sage.
No, it's
okay.
It's not culinary
now,
sage.
Tell me, this plant is going in. It's a young plant. How long will that take to develop and grow into a nice?
These now have been
bushy plant.
These you cut back at this time of the year in the spring to this. This will be up to this sort of height and flowering this year.
Oh, will it?
Yeah, because it grows up to its full height. You cut it back to about 6 inches in the late spring.
Great.
And then up it comes again.
So really you could get great coverage of an area in the garden you were trying to hide with something like this.
These, we're going to have 3 here eventually, so they're relatively close together. So they will make a huge show very quickly.
And do they give that sort of country garden feel
yeah,
about
that's soft. They're sort of soft and floppy, for want of a better word.
Which is very attractive if you're mixing it, I suppose, with lavender and roses. Yeah, okay. So, what else, Susan, do we need to know about this?
Nothing really. I mean,
this is as deep as the
we're
pot.
planting it as deep as in the pot.
Yeah. Okay.
You can come over this way a little bit because one of my feet are. Yeah. So that should be fine.
Right. And are you putting any manure in with this?
Well, I picked out the manure here for the roses, and I'll give it a little bit. I'll be kind.
Okay. Now I see there's a lot of roots, young roots there. What's the story here now?
It's
What
not
are you
that
doing
long
with that?
potted, but I'm just giving them a little tease out at the base to get them going out into the soil.
To help them grow into the soil where they're planted.
I think we'll do a demonstration on something. I'll find something that's badly pot bound, and we'll show you what it looks like when it's been in the pot.
I think come to my house and you'll see, because I sometimes pull things out of pots and I can see this thing nearly strangling this poor growth that comes out. So you're mixing
mixing
manure.
just a bit of that manure here. There's not particularly hungry these plants, but I'll give them a little bit of this.
Okay, and do they need regular watering as a young plant?
Any young plant that's going in, if we're getting a dry summer, then just watch out for the watering, because the roots won't have made that much growth to start with.
Okay.
So, but don't.
And again, these are nicely planted 3 together, are they?
3 together.
Why is that?
Well, it's to give us a good, solid impact quite quickly.
Okay. And then you get this, and then we have a clip on how you cut this back. So when you're going later in the year, when you're going to cut this back, you should be getting flowering with this then for the whole summer, should you?
It flowers late in the summer, sort of, and into the autumn.
And what about cutting that and bringing it in and making it in a flower arrangement inside, or?
I've never tried. I'm not sure how it would work in that, because it is a shrubby sort of thing. It's more or less almost a sub-shrub.
So just thinking of people who live in a balcony, it's not a balcony
It's
plant.
not a balcony plant. No, you wouldn't get enough value in the pot because it's quite floppy and loose.
Okay, so that's why you need the 3 together.
It could be either in an herbaceous border, or here mixed with roses and lavender, or in a shrub border.
Yeah, because we're mixing this. This is planted with the lovely lavender and the roses, the David Austin roses. So,
and it being grey foliage like that, it does like sun.
Oh right, so that's important. So we're talking about a south-facing area.
Yeah, we're south-facing here, so it's getting its
okay, but
sun.
it's a good plant to cover a yucky part of the garden, or
well, not really, because you're not getting much in winter. You're cutting it, it's back down, and you're cutting it down in spring. Okay. But for summer and autumn, it's a beautiful thing.
Great. Okay, that's great. That's that done.